Hey, we're here with Jess Manins, who works for StarNow, which is an international casting website, and she's here today to give us a few tips on how to sort of find an agent as an actor and how to create a bit of an online presence. So, Jess, do you want to give us some tips on how we go about finding an agent and sorting that out?
Yeah, sure. Well, I guess the first thing is before you find an agent, it's about realizing as an actor that you need to market yourself because you are a business, you are the product. And an agent is the person that helps you do that. They help you market yourself. So they go out and they submit you to casting directors and production companies, and they take a commission on the jobs that they get you. So it's really important that you have an agent. So I just wanted to kind of put that out there first.
Yeah.
In terms of getting an agent, most agents will have a website, so that's pretty common. So you should be able to Google them. Maybe depending on where you are, if you're in Wellington, you could probably just Google Wellington actor agent and
Cool.
they'll show up. And from there you'll probably have a lot to look through. Maybe you'll have friends that have got an agent and they might have recommended one, so you could look at their website. You want to check out who they are, kind of, you know, a little bit about the agent and their experience, and maybe who's on their books already, because that might give you a good indication of whether or not you want to be signed with that agent. Some agents will open their books all year round. Some will only have like a certain time slot. Maybe during January they'll open their books for a month or something. At StarNow, a lot of them will advertise on StarNow that they've got their books open, so you can apply via StarNow and say, you know, hi, I'm really interested in joining your books. It makes it easy for them because they can just filter through all the talent and say, you know, I like that person, don't like that person, and they can watch your show reel and stuff like that. So it's a good idea to look on StarNow and see under the agencies who's currently looking.
And do you have to audition for those to get an agent, or?
Sometimes. It depends who the agency is. So all agents will have a different way that they want to be approached. Some, as I said, will advertise on StarNow. Some prefer to be called. You can email some of them, and it will normally say on their website how they like to be approached. And I guess one of the other important things about finding an agent is making sure you don't just say yes to the first agency that wants to take you. You know, depending on what you want to do, if you just want to be an extra, then you want to join an extras agency. But if you're wanting to be a professional actor, then you want somebody who casting directors contact with the professional casting briefs. So for feature films or you know anything that TV dramas that are happening in your area, some agents won't get those briefs because they're just for extras. So you need to kind of do your research and go, right, this agent is the one that is, you know, has good people on it, or that I'm interested in working with, and then you meet them and then you go, I like this agent, because that's important. You want to like your agent.
Definitely.
Yeah, and you want to respect them. You know, you want to think, this is a good person who I want to represent me as an actor, and you want them to be passionate about representing you as well.
Cool. And so what's one of the best ways of sort of, once you've got an agent, sort of getting yourself out there and getting more work? I mean, obviously the agent's going to help you with that, but how can you sort of help yourself in a way to sort of get out there?
Yeah, well, I think it's really important that you have an online presence. So offline's great as well. So networking and getting out there and being involved in as many films and theatre projects or whatever you're interested in, so that you're keeping busy. But if someone Googles your name, you want something good to show up, you know, and everything is searchable, and everybody uses Google nowadays. You know, it's so important to be online. So with StarNow, if a casting director or a production company is looking for some actors, and then they put into Google, you know, actors for TV project, StarNow will show up, you know, and it'll be a high-ranking website. And so if you're not on a website, or if you don't have your own website, then how are you going to be found? So that's really important. And then when someone clicks onto your StarNow profile, the great thing is that everything about you is all there and visible. So you've got all of your photos, you've got your show reel if you've got one. If you don't, you can just do a chat to camera, you know, just get someone to film you and say, hi, I'm Jess and I'm an actor and this is what I'm interested in. You've got all your experience there, all your jobs that you've done, and you can also see how many jobs you've had through StarNow, so it can show you how many casting calls you've successfully been accepted for. if anyone's recommended you, which is really good. I mean, we all know that word of mouth is really important. So if another casting director has said, you know, Ben, you're awesome to work with, then that's a good thing.
Thank you,
yeah, so having a profile like that, it just means that if anyone's searching for an actor, then you can be found.
Yeah.
And our directory means that people can, you know, kind of narrow down the search. So if they're looking for someone in LA or in London and aged 18, you know, whatever experience they're looking for, they can do that online. Yeah, and also when you have an agent as well, they generally will sign you up to an online casting website. A little bit different from StarNow, it's used just for the agent to submit you to casting directors, but that's really important as well. So I'm signed up on Showcast, which means that I can also send people to Showcast and they can see my online profile.